Happy blissful day, blissful beings, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Gabriel.
And my name is Kylie.
And in today's video, we're answering one of your questions.
Yeah, so this one comes from DFP79. And they say, hey, endlessbliss with GNK, new subscriber here.
Thank you for subscribing.
Yes. I wanted to say that I really love your content and how you simplify things. I really love the idea of being a blissful wife and being blissfully married to my SP. It's all encompassing. Do you recommend writing out what being blissfully married means to me regarding my self-concept, beliefs about love and relationships, and as in my SP and I are in our relationship first, and then just keep telling the story that I'm blissfully married? So essentially, are they to write everything out, kind of sculpt that picture, and then repeat that story to themselves? Nice question.
Yeah, nice question indeed. And because this one is obviously personal to me, because I've assumed the blissfully married state. In other words, I've assumed that I am already blissfully married to my beautiful wife before she even showed up in 3D, right? And so number one, what you need to do is you have to accept that you are now blissfully married to your husband or wife or partner or whatever it is, right? You have to accept that it is already a done deal now. And then afterwards, you then just have to remain faithful to this new acceptance, this new assumption. And you can obviously use different or any different, methods or tools or techniques that is natural to you. So in other words, if scripting is natural to you, you do that. If affirmations is natural to you, you do that. If imagining scenes is natural to you, you do that. As long as you do and apply these techniques from the place of already being blissfully married and already being the blissful wife or the blissful husband. Remember, it's done. You are already in Barbados and you're in first class. So you're not trying to manifest. You are actually telling yourself, no, I am already blissfully married. And then whatever you do after that, you're just fulfilling your inner self. You're just telling yourself, yes, of course, you're blissfully married. Of course, you're blissfully married. Of course, you're blissfully married. Of course, you guys experiencing a blissful married life. And it's always getting better and better and better and better. And then you can then just repeat that new story or assumption, especially whenever it comes to your mind. So for me, I'll share my experience. So for me, I accepted that I'm blissfully married. And when I went about my day, whenever it came to my mind, I used gratitude. Because I was like, I had to ask myself, how would I actually act in the 3D if my wife had to be next to me? I'll freaking be grateful because it's a blissful marriage and I've never experienced bliss in my life. So I'm like, I'm going to be grateful. Are you freaking kidding me? And then boom, that's what I used. I said, okay. And then whenever my wifey came to my mind, I would express my gratitude. I'm so grateful for my blissful marriage, my blissful wifey. I'm just so grateful that it gets better every day in every way. It's just so freaking awesome. Woo, and just by me saying that, it fulfilled myself. And then afterwards, the moment I'm fulfilled, I drop it and I go about my day. I enjoy the 3D. I enjoy the 3D and I go about my day. If it comes to my mind again, boom. I honestly didn't even do like a lot of scenes just before I went to bed because I already accepted that I was blissfully married. But when it came to my mind, I then expressed my gratitude that it is a done deal.
Yeah, and you see, I do like you've shared in other videos, like you wrote a list. Not about, what's my relationship like and what's this like and that, but just what's my ideal partner. I sculpted that out, and then whenever it kind of came, it was almost like an evolution of kind of answering these questions naturally whenever they came up. And so whether you go through and sculpt everything from the start, or maybe you're like, I want an SP. I don't know exactly what they're like yet, but I'm going to accept that I'm blissfully married. And then as time goes on, maybe you're like, oh yeah, I want to incorporate this. Oh yes, I want to incorporate that. I want to incorporate this. And you kind of build this picture as time goes on. That's also okay. You know, we always like to recommend whatever's most natural to you. So if this is an idea that just came to you, then yeah, of course, do that. If that's going to be beneficial to you, then yes, of course, do that. For someone else, it may not work out as well for them. They might not get as much benefit out of it, or it might not really be a tool that's natural for them. For them, they're like, words is not going to paint the picture. I need to actually visualize it, or I need to sense it, or, you know, it might be different for them. And so really it's up to you, whatever's most natural for you. But whatever's going to get you to that place of accepting that you have your blissful partner, that gets you to the place of knowing, you know, how do I feel in this relationship? How am I treated? How do I treat the other person? What is my 3D reality like now that I'm with them? You know, you want to get into details, but you can do that anytime and in any way. And so again, it's whatever's most natural for you. So if that's sculpting the whole picture right away, then yes, do that. That's amazing. But what we can say is, as we always say, you know, congrats, you already have your blissful marriage. You already have your SP. Everything's already wonderful, and we can just say congrats to you.
Exactly. So yeah, and congrats on your blissful marriage. And what we can tell you, it's only going to get better and better and better and better and better. Because the real world, if you accept it right now in the real world, that's all that matters. The 3D will reflect the real world. So don't worry about the 3D. The 3D will follow you wherever you go. It's like a shadow. As long as you just accept that you are now blissfully married, Bob's your uncle.
Yeah,
baby?
Yes, and I also want to say, you know, taking that time, especially with the SP, to, you know, figure out like, who's my SP? Oh, I'm blissfully married. That's probably one of the best things you can do for your marriage. Before you even have it, assume it's blissful. Because I know, just based on obviously what Gabriel shared with me, I mean, we experienced endless bliss because he decided before we even met that it would be blissful. And he's stuck and is still stuck to that same assumption today.
And I mean, like, we believe that, you know, everybody deserve true love, bliss, and abundance in their life, because it's just a choice. It's literally just you deciding right now in your imagination that it is done. That's it. Because you are the imagination having a human experience. You are extremely potent. You're limitless and you're infinite. All you need to do is just give it to yourself in your imagination.
Yeah. And that being said, we do have a Manifest Your SP course. It's a 5-day course that kind of takes you through maybe some of the initial processes or things to think about when manifesting an SP. So if you're interested in that, or if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, you can find all the links below.
And having said that, enjoy your blissful day, keep smiling, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.